How's everybody doing? It's Frankie O'Hearn, the Irritated Irishman. So, back for another video. Got a slight cold today, but first, shout out to one of my favorite companies anyway, top 3 favorite companies, the Boston Scally Cap Company. I mention them. I try to mention them in every video. Killer fucking caps. No, they do not endorse me. No, they don't pay me, but I endorse them. So, you want a quality fucking cap? Killer colors, like I said, comfortable, quality made, Boston Scally Cap Company. So now that that's through, I'm going to go back to a Macy's video, all right? Because I had a ton of supporters, but I had a few people that thought they knew what they were fucking talking about. And I told you it was going to come back to bite you in the fucking ass. So I had one person reach out to me, called me a liar. They've been here 3 or 4 years. Big fucking deal. And that they were told there was never any kind of integrity shops or money drops or anything else to entrap fucking associates. You're full of shit. And I told you that I had paperwork and somebody else did. Well, guess what? This was fucking mailed to me. See how old this folder is? See what it says? Integrity shop. Okay, now look at this. And this was the folder that went to someone at the U.S. Treasury Department. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. There was 31 of these exact folders that 3 of the upper management tried having a bunch of people from another store shred. 2 of those folders were saved. They made their way into the hands of myself and somebody else that I worked with. They were picked out of the fucking garbage. So, it was totally illegal because it was after work. The reason was the friggin' shredder that they were using broke. So they threw these away. They threw 4 of them away. 2 of them were retrieved, okay, out of a dumpster. So, just to let you know and show you proof, this was not associates, but these are the kind of apprehensions we used to have. See that? That was one day from a booster bag that I had over $3,000. This was the next day, okay? That one was actually over 5,000. That's just one picture of 4. That was over $5,000. That was the next day. And it was the same group of people. 3 of them that got away, they came back. These were the bags they used. Okay? Right there, those booster bags. So anybody that starts with their bullshit that I'm trying to let shoplifters get away and then I'm inside, no, I'm inside of innocent people that didn't shoplift. This was the other thing we got in trouble for. There was a room upstairs. It was a little storage room. The week after 9/11, a bunch of Muslim people that worked there complained because we had a picture of Osama bin Laden hanging with a bullet hole in his head. Okay? They complained to store management. Store management made us take it down. What they did was they changed the core to one of the storage rooms. They even put a sign. You can read it right there, all right? What it says private, please do not enter. Private, please do not enter. Reason is, and that's their doorway there, okay, is, and you can see their walls and their code base, they put a Muslim rug, okay, for a prayer center so they could have a prayer center. Well, guess what? Security has all the keys. So one of the guys, who's now a police officer, made their way in and took pictures. And store management went nuts. And they tried to deny it. They tried to deny it. They can't. That's their walls. That's their code base. That's their fucking door and everything else. And they laid the rug. And then one of the managers that quit called us up and said the reason they did it is that they were told by corporate to do it to make the people that were Muslim happy. I got no problem with people that worked there that were Muslim. What I have problems with was the belief that we should take down a picture of a fucking terrorist that a week before blew up our buildings. Fuck them, okay? So, now, back to the integrity shop. I want you to read this. This is from Macy's. See what it says? See what it says, people? Can you read it? Or sure, I'm going to have to read it for you because it's backwards here to me. It says, this program is designed to provide the security division with the ability to identify dishonest employees utilizing an outside vendor. So what they would do is if they couldn't get one of our people from another store that nobody knew, they would hire an outside company to come in. All right? The scheduling of integrity shops is the responsibility of the Special Investigations Unit, SIU, which they made me part of. I was traveling. SIU, what's that, like the CIA? Okay, SIU, that was what that van I told you about that had listening devices, and they got in trouble for it because it's not allowed, okay? That's considered wiretapping, by the way. And I'm going to show you something else. Security managers have 5 days to review the shopping schedule and to notify the Special Investigations Unit of problems or conflicts. Store security should not contact the outside integrity shopping service directly because they don't want regular security people knowing about it. That's the problem, okay? All integrity shopping petty cash vouchers are to be written for $1,000 and authorized by the store and operations manager per Macy's East Petty Cash Disbursement Procedure 3-160. Well, and leads. A minimum of 3 leads must be provided to the shoppers. Under no circumstances should a shopper receive an open shop. The shopper's leads form will be completed by the security and provided by the integrity shoppers. A security executive must be present in the building at all times during the shop. Any exceptions must be approved by the director of investigations. Okay? This one right here is dated, if you can see it, is dated 4/1 of 97. Integrity shoppers. Okay? So, it talks about the apprehensions. Oh, shop money must not be left in the security office, security safe, or desk drawer at any time. Okay? See? Shop money. Shop money. Apprehensions and case dispositions. If a violation or theft takes place, the integrity shoppers are not permitted to make an apprehension. One shopper will remain discreetly in the area to maintain observation of the location of the money, while the other shopper leaves the area to notify a security executive via two-way radio. Okay? Let me show you something else. And this is what they tried to get rid of, and this is what they were going to get in trouble for. And by the way, if anybody thinks that I did this, it's all dated like 1995, 1994, all right? So I didn't go through this much trouble. Plus, if they look at the serial numbers, it's all in those cases that would be in those files, which had to stay put, okay? But this is all the fucking money they photocopied. They are not law enforcement. They have nothing to do with law enforcement. They were security, okay? All that money that they photocopied, which is actually considered a form of counterfeiting. It's all theirs, and all those serial numbers will match up to those cases if they want to try and pull any shit. Now, this goes back like 20 years, so I could care less. But this is the kind of shit that people's careers were ruined over. We had one lady actually took the money, took the gift card, not to take it. She brought it upstairs to the office and left it with the secretary. The secretary went on lunch. The secretary put it in her own drawer. They still made a case out of this associate. They still made a case out of her. All right? But yet she handed it back in. But they still made a case out of her. So, does anybody want to call me a liar now? Fuck you. Fuck you. Shove it up your fucking ass. All right? You were around 3 years. All right? You didn't get stabbed in the hand with a fucking screwdriver. You didn't have guns pointed to your fucking head. You didn't tackle people with fucking handcuffs and hog tie them, because handcuffs and all that other stuff went away years ago. So don't tell me you've been around 3, 4, or 5 years, or that your managers told you this, because if your managers told you that and they've been around long enough, one or two things. Either they're fucking lying blatantly, or they're talking out their ass because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay? So don't tell me about you've been around. You haven't been around shit. All right? There's other guys in this forum. There's another guy that joined. He was an outside security agent. Okay? And he'll get on and tell you flat out. There's guys that are cops now, detectives, that will get on with me over the phone and tell you flat out about the cases we used to have and the kind of stuff that used to go on. All right? So there, I proved my point. Shove it up your ass and let Macy's tell you whatever the fuck they want to tell you. All right? It's Frankie O'Hearn, the Irritated Irishman. I'm not going to waste any more time with this bullshit. I got other things to do. Talk to you later. Bye.